Hello again, Roy.RealEstate here with Coldwell Banker Legacy in San Angelo. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about open houses and how that works with the marketing of your house. Now, open houses is a real old traditional way of marketing houses. The thought is, we have a time, typically ours in San Angelo, or Sunday 2 to 4, and have the house open with an agent sitting there for a couple hours so that anybody that wants to can drive by, and it's a real low pressure way of getting people in the door. And they don't feel pressured, so they can take their time and look at it. So a lot of different feelings about how effective they are, but I'm just going to give you some of my thoughts. First off, as a tool to actually sell your house, they're not really that great. You get people to come through, but typically if they're really interested and ready to buy, they're going to come with an agent and they'll schedule that appointment at a different time. But again, it does happen. You get people that come through and say, hey, I really like this house. I didn't expect to. So you do get those on rare occasions. But as a general rule, what you're more likely to get is, first off, there's people that's their Sunday afternoon entertainment, that they go to open houses and look at houses and they get some ideas. And again, there are times that it sparks something in them that makes them want to buy. But as a general rule, that's not the case. You can also get the neighbors that, hey, well, their house is for sale. I want to go look at it and see how it compares to mine if I want to sell mine, or just, sometimes just being nosy and want to know what's going on in the house. So those are kind of a few of the things you're going to see. And so even if you get a large amount of traffic, you may or may not get people that are really interested. What a lot of agents, when they do an open house, a lot of the goal is to them to get clients. So if say you get 10 groups come into your open house, well, again, you probably got 3 or 4 of them that are just open house people, and you've got 3 or 4 more that are neighbors and stuff like that. But it's an opportunity for that agent to make a connection with someone who might be a client in the future. So it's a way for the agent to get business as much as it is for the actual sale of your house. There's a few little negatives you have with an open house. One of the things I like to do when we're marketing a property is do the best pictures, video, even the Matterport 3D imaging and stuff like that of a house, so that people from the internet, from the comfort of their cell phone, wherever they are, can get a virtual tour of your house, see the videos, see the pictures, and get a feel for it, so that we get less people actually coming into your house. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is it's just a hassle. Every time you have to clear out of your house, have it picked up, picture perfect, and walk out the door and leave for a showing, that's difficult. And when you're talking 2 to 3 hours for an open house, that's even a little bit more so on time that maybe your family time and stuff like that. So it just adds some stress to an already stressful time. Another reason that you want to minimize the showings and try to get really only the people that are at least fairly interested before they walk through the door is just from a security point of view. So as an agent, when I'm walking into a house with people, I try to stay in the general vicinity there, but I'm not hovering over them within 3 feet of them as they go to every room. And sometimes the group, there may be 2 or 3 people, and they're going to split up and go to different parts of the house. So that problem is magnified when you have an open house, because you could have 2 or 3 groups real easily, maybe 4 or 5 different groups of people in an open house at the same time. So it makes it almost impossible for the agent that's doing the open house to monitor them. And so you have a little bit of a security issue. Are they going through your stuff? And hopefully you've got everything locked up, you've followed the rules, but still it's an invasion of privacy. Every showing is an invasion of privacy to a point, but it's an unavoidable invasion of privacy, okay? So the more we can do that with pictures, video, Matterport, and those kind of things, the less people walk through your house. And so the less risk there is. There's always a risk. We can't eliminate it, but we can lower it, and that's what our goal is. So as a general rule, I prefer to not do open houses. I think the negatives of them, and because I'm going to attack with very strong, high-quality marketing products, I think we can offset most of the benefits of them from that way. But if I have a client that's interested, that wants to do one, then I'm always willing to do that for them and help them out. But I just wanted to kind of explain the potential positives. The positive clearly is you get a buyer in that might not have found your house on the internet, for whatever reason. They're not real technological person. They don't use the internet for a whole lot for searching for homes. Or maybe they just, they have a friend that lives in the neighborhood and they were visiting them on Sunday afternoon and just on a whim walked in there and said, hey, I like this house. I want to buy it. So that does happen. But as a general rule, it's not really that productive for the selling of your house. But if it's something that, again, if I have a client that wants one, then hey, I'm willing to do it. It's certainly not a horrible thing to do. It's just not always the most effective use of the time and marketing efforts. So anyway, if you got any more questions, just curious about open houses or anything else in general, give me a call. Roy.RealEstate, 325-268-0775. Thank you.